To add a blog, on the left side, click More, and then click Blog. Then click Start a Blog. Right away, this creates a blog page and adds it to the header menu automatically. You can scroll through and see that it's filled with sample posts already. To add a new post, click the Add New Post button in the blog menu on the left side. A dialog box will pop up saying that you can create a blog post with AI. You can also, if you prefer to write yourself, click Skip I'll Write It Myself. But I'll show you how to use the AI. For the first dropdown, you can choose your tone of voice, formal, neutral, or casual. I like blogs that are casual, so let's select that. Next, you can select your length of content. It's set by default to 300 to 500 words, but I think aiming for around 1,000 words is great for SEO purposes. Next, we need a description of what our blog post should be about. Let's write a blog post about how to make the perfect cup of loose leaf tea. After typing in your blog post description, click Create Content. The AI will take a few minutes to generate your blog post, and when it's done, you can scroll through and check out how it turned out. The blog post editor works just like the rest of the website editor. The key thing to know is that blog posts are structured into two main sections. First is your post header section. This includes your title, post date, and other key information about your blog post. The next section is your main body section. This often includes an image at the top and then structured text content below. Blog posts also have a unique settings section called Post Settings. You can access this by clicking the Post Settings button in the upper toolbar. This opens the Post Settings dialog box, which has three main tabs: General, Featured Image, and Categories. Let's start with General. First, you have your post title. This field will be automatically generated and populated if you use the AI post generator. Next, you have the post description, and then you have the post URL. I recommend using the same URL as your title, so let's copy that over. And if we paste it in, you'll see that the spaces have automatically been replaced by dashes. You could also do a shorter version of your title as the post URL. For example, I could say, How to Brew the Perfect Cup of Tea, and just leave it like that. Next, there's a field for post authors. I'll put my name. And then you can set a post date. You can even backdate this if you want. Finally, you can toggle the switch to schedule the post if you'd like. Back at the top, let's look at the featured image. This section is automatically populated if you use the AI post generator. The featured image is what shows up when you share your blog post on messages and in social media feeds. Finally, you have the Categories tab. It's best practice to add categories to your blog posts, especially for when your blog post list grows over time, to help keep things organized. For example, we might put this post in a category called Helpful Guides. When you're done making changes in post settings, click Save. When you're ready to finally publish your blog post, you want to change the status from Draft up in the top bar to Public by simply clicking on it. If we click the Preview button, we can see how this blog post will look when it's live. Going back to the editor, here's how your blog post will show up if you look at the blog page itself. And here you can see why it's important to have a high-quality featured image for each blog post. It's the first preview that visitors to your site will see when looking at your blog list. Before you launch your blog completely live, I recommend deleting all these placeholder posts. To do that, click Blog in your left sidebar, and then click the three dots next to each placeholder blog post and click Delete. Then click Delete again to confirm. You can repeat this process for each post.